Let's solve the first question here, the auto trader, which was like a code review here. So it's actually, I'm sorry, it shouldn't be code review, by the way. It should be like a design review, because we already mentioned that the code is working well. So this is actually a design review problem. Let's go back to the solution. Here is the first issue with the previous code. In the previous code, the car specs had an empty constructor. That this constructor is listing item here by item. The problem with this idea is with more items, you just keep adding the items here, which is a bit annoying. So one might think, what if we can make it more dynamic? Like, I would like to create a constructor of a class that is really very dynamic about what current of available features. So how to make a class that has a bunch of dynamic attributes? The way to that is, one way is to play with the dictionary. Remember that the dictionary has already the attributes of the class. So if you added here, this is a map, this is a dictionary. If you added here items or removed items, it affected the attributes that are available for the car specs. So one idea is, let's take the keyword arguments, which would be like the name value passed for us, and just update the dictionary with them. This way, each car will have a bunch of dynamic attributes. So if we have like 4 attributes, 10 attributes, 100 attributes, we are done, and this single line of code doesn't change. This is very nice because the code doesn't scale in terms of number of lines of code with extra feature. So this is like issue number 1, that in the previous code we didn't have this parameter here. So this is one issue about the design. Here we can, this is a feature reading, you feel free to read it. Now, the second problem that we have, which was a big problem, the getMatch function here. The getMatch function was doing a lot of effort to compare a couple of cars together. Now, in terms of responsibility, the question is, who should be responsible on comparing 2 cars together? It shouldn't be the auto trader. It should be the car specs itself. So, it seems that the guy who developed this class was lazy and didn't do his job, and as a result others was trying to do the job for themselves. And the way that this guy did is just by bringing each feature and trying to do a comparison by himself. But now, as a more proper way, we have here isMatch as a function that involves the comparing for us. There is another statement for some guy. The statement says, don't ask for the information you need to do the work. Ask the object that has the information to do the work for you. In other words, this auto trader actually asked in the solution for the information and did the job by himself. But now we are asking the object to do the job by himself. So again, you can try to think of that in terms of the responsibility. Like, who should be responsible for this task? This is one way to think about it, so that you can figure out the problem here. Observe now, given that we have a dynamic dictionary, we don't need to make a hard-coded solution. We can iterate on the query and get the available key, and then make a comparison with the key with our key, and that's all. So now the code here, even in the isMatch function, became very elegant. And even the code now here in the getMatch has become very elegant, because now we can just do a simple comprehension to get the cars that do the matching for us. That's all.